Scan on people. It's your boy Gemstar Jizzy _C. Gemstar for Rizzy, for real, for Rizzy. Do you get me? We're here for another episode of Mumz, the Bomber Clark word.
Mumz.
It's been a minute. Do you get me? We've been living life and that, you know what I mean? But like, we're back on the grizzle. We're back here giving you episode 5.
Yep.
Mumz, the Bomber Clark word in this You get me? So, and I'm here with my co-host. How rude of me. I didn't even introduce my co-host.
Yeah, rude.
I'm here with my co-host, Nala. How are you, babes?
Yeah, all right. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. You?
I'm all right, you know. How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been okay. Life's been laughing, and there was an upside. We went to the Sidemen charity match.
Oh, you went to that, yeah?
Yep, live, front line and centre. Get me?
Do you know what's funny about the Sidemen match? Yeah, I see some video, yeah, where it was like a sports pundit in it, and he was talking about the England game. So he's like, yeah, I'm talking because I think the England game was at the same time as that game. I think I'm not too sure, but the guy was saying he watched the England game, and then he was watching the Sidemen match, and he goes, the Sidemen match was much more entertaining than the England game.
It was pure entertainment. But I did watch some. We'll talk about this in a little bit in the podcast. But I did watch some of it when we got back, yeah. And to what you lot watch on the telly, you don't get the full effect of what was actually happening there. Like the vibe there was live. Like
was it proper live? Yeah.
Yeah, and I noticed like they sort of like mute the crowd almost on when they was
when they showed it on TV.
Yeah, they were streaming it live, but obviously they was like dimming down the background or whatever the hell they was doing because it was roaring at some points. But like I said, we'll talk about that a bit further in the podcast.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a bit further down the line. But yeah, man, people.
Before you move on, how has your week been? You're skipping past yourself, babes.
I know. Do you know what it is? I don't know. Like how can I put my week? Like I don't even know. My week's been a bit of an up and down one. Like I've had a good week and I've had a bad week. Actually, we'll talk about my week just briefly.
Yeah, let's talk about your week. You're forgetting a very important thing that happened this week.
Yes, a very important thing that happened to me. How can I forget about this? How can I forget it? Basically, a hater tried to hack my page. My main page, Mr. Gemstar Jizzy _C. My page was hacked and I was locked out my page for about 2 days. My page was held hostage by a fraudster that was trying to demand that I give them money to get my page back. Imagine that.
Mental.
That's the week I had. Like all I can say is that people need to be aware of like these people that want to scam you for your page. And I'm thinking my page ain't like the biggest page on the net. I ain't got 1 million followers. I ain't Kylie Jenner or a Kardashian or anything like that. I'm just little old me in it trying to thing out here. So for a man to come on my page and try to take my thing here, I was just like, oh my gosh. I remember when I was phoning you and I was proper like, I need to get back into my page. But yeah, this person was trying to blackmail me to get in my page. Can you imagine that? Like asking me to give them £50. £50, you know? Is that how much my page is worth? Just £50? Is that all I'm worth out here? Like, come on. Yeah. Not even a little bill or a little grand and that. You know what I mean? He wanted £50 to give for me to get my page back. And I'm thinking, who's this scumbag that's trying to do this to me? But people, the punchline is,
listen,
I do a lot of
haters are always gonna hate, and the more you've got, the better you're doing.
That's my thing, man. You know what Cat Williams said, innit? Like, if you got 5 haters, you need to figure out how you need to get 10 by the end of the week. If you get enough haters, you are not moving out here. You are not moving. Basically, Cat Williams. Like, man, I got hate. I know one thing about me, I have haters. But I didn't know it was that deep where someone was gonna try and take my page. Like, imagine this, Nas. I had one of my guys from Croatia phone me from Croatia via WhatsApp telling me, bro, what's going on with your page? I said, bro, my page has been breached. I've got a hater, a pagan trying to really take over my page and blackmail me. And he's like, yeah, I knew it weren't you. And then when I've got into the page now, Nala, the guy's messaging all my people.
Yeah, they messaged me as well.
He's messaging all my people, trying to like, try to scam them and say, yeah, like, boom, do this investment thing, do this. And I'm thinking, this guy's trying to scam people with my identity. This is deep.
Yeah. But good news is, you're back. You got it back.
Back in my page.
Sod the haters.
I'm back in my page. Nas, I'm so happy that I'm back, you know. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it was like, obviously I got pictures in there, I got private messages, all of that in it. So yeah, man, I did what I had to do through little Instagram movements here, there, everywhere. Took me about 48 hours, but I eventually got back on the page. But you know what the punchline was that was funny, quickly before we come off this, is that he had changed my password to my page, so I couldn't get into my page. So it took me about a day, but I don't know how I done it, but I went through certain options and I was able to change the password so he couldn't get in there, but I still couldn't get in my page. So it was one of them things of like, he's messaging me trying to tell me that, I'm going to give you your page back, all you got to do is pay, but then I'm messaging him saying, you donut, you've been locked out the page because I've changed the password, and now you're trying to beg me to give me my email password so you can get in there and give me my page back. Brother, like idiot. You might have took me for an idiot one time in this situation, but not the second time. But I'm back in my page, and I'm very happy now, innit? So that's what happened for me this week. You get me? But what can I say? What can I say? I'm back in my page. But yeah, man, what can I say now? Boom. Let's get into the show now. You ready?
Yeah, I'm a little bit flustered, people, so bear with me today. Bear with me.
She is flustered. Do you know why she are flustered? Someone come to see her today. I'm not going to expose no names or nothing like that, but someone came to see her that she didn't expect would be at her door.
Yeah, it was just a delivery man. You got to give it context, yeah? Nobody knows where I live on purpose. Like, there's very selected people that have my address. Like, my house used to be always full when I used to live, like, where I was before. And, like, everyone was there for dinner, or my house, it was just like an open, people turn up, yeah? So when I moved, I swore, right, that's it. So nobody doesn't really have my address. So for this person to just appear on one's doorstep looking like a snack, it was like, oh shit, what happened?
Like a snack. That you know what happens, yeah? It's one of those age-old stories, yeah, of like a man's is showing a woman an interest. The woman doesn't show too much interest. She might be on it, she might not. And then she'll be like, you know what, I'm not really showing this guy that much interest. You get me? It's whatever. And then suddenly this guy appears at your door and he looks all different. And now it's a different situation. Women, you
Special
are the worst.
Delivery service.
You lot are the worst. You lot are the worst. You know what that's happened to me? Like, a woman will be powering me off, whatever. And then when she sees me in person, she goes, oh, you look different. You look much better in person than you do in your pictures. And yeah, I do. That's right. Don't palm me off, innit? You get me? So that'll be a lesson to you women, innit? Like, sometimes don't be so quick to palm the man them off, innit? You get me? Meet them first, innit? See what go on. But yeah, you see, yeah, you're a bit flustered, innit, my G?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Look at you trying to play like you don't know what I'm talking about. Look at you're flustered, bro. You are flustered.
I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I can't shut my front door, I have never ran for my phone so quick. Yeah, I was like, Gem.
Whoever this person is that's got you like this, yeah, brother, you got her in a twizzy right now, innit? So that's all I'm gonna say to you, innit, bro? You got my co-host moving mad. So kudos to you, my bro. Kudos. It takes a lot to get my co-host moved, innit? So kudos to you, bro. Do you get me? But anyway, get me. Anyway, you ready to get
into the big story?
Yes, on to the big story. You know, I'm going to start with the most main obvious thing. I'm going to start with Top Boy.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, I'm not really. I haven't watched it yet. My life's been lifing, as you know, so I haven't had a chance to.
Are you going to watch it though?
I am going to watch it. But I need to really. I've not been one of those people that have watched it from beginning to start all the way through. I've like sort of dipped in and out.
Yeah. So if I talk about certain things, there's going to be spoilers here. So
but I do want to ask you a quick question before you get deep into it.
Go on.
Stefan, did he come back a bad man and really sort this shit out? Like, did he come back on some smoke?
No. Let me explain this right now, yeah? Nas, they totally destroyed the storyline.
Oh.
Like, do you watch Game of Thrones? Because I don't even watch Game of Thrones.
No, I don't like Game of Thrones.
Alright, well, Game of Thrones was... Bare people complained about how Game of Thrones ended. They said they ended it bare shit. They wrote it wrong. It was all just dead, innit? The way they ended Top Boy, yeah, and the way they done this last season, yeah, they fucked it up. They totally fucked it up.
So I did see someone say something about like the ending was dead and that
it was dead.
Yeah, and that their storylines or something that they built up in season 2, they sort of flopped in this one or something.
Yeah, they built up bare storyline. Like what they did was they built up bare storylines, didn't continue a lot of them in this season, and then just left it with so many fucking questions and answers at the end. It's just like, well, that's fucking shit. If you're gonna end something, end it right. Like, so boom. Right now, anyone who's listening to this podcast, if you've not watched Top Boy and you don't know nothing about it and you're going to watch it, I suggest you fast forward the podcast because we're about to drop a lot of spoilers.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah, the spoilers are coming, innit? So if you ain't watched Top Boy, yeah, and you're gonna watch it. I'll tell you
what I will do in the description below. I will link a time for you to fast forward it to.
Yeah, fast forward it to. So that way you don't get to hear none of the spoilers, innit? So boom, let me start. Number one, no, they did not make Steph be a bad boy. What they done, and what pissed me off about it is they built it up like he was gonna be the bad boy. Like he started rolling with the crew that, like, that Jamie used to be with. So Steph started to roll with that crew that Jamie was with. Their man started taking him on certain moves and that, and he's done certain things. There was a scene where he got robbed for his chain, and basically them man went to go find the man them that took the chain, and then he's gone over there. Like, them man have beat up the guys that took his chain. He took his chain back, but then one of the youths tried to say something, and he took a baseball bat and started hitting him with it, innit? Like, do you get me? He only hit him once, but so they're building up the character like, Steph is gonna deal with Sully. Then you got the other punchline that Steph is dating one of the guys. Basically, Steph is dating a girl, mum, that was killed by Sully. So the girl that he's dating, her dad, who was called Driss, he was killed by Sully as well. So
fucking hell.
Yeah, so your brother got killed by Sully, and your girl that you're dating, her dad got killed by Sully. So you've got a common denominator now for reason why you're going to be the bad boy that takes the gun to blow a man's head off, innit? And one of the man them in the crew gave him a gun, innit? Gave him the gun, said, look, this is how you shoot, show them how to load the clip.
Can I just stop you? Please do not tell me. Please do not tell me for 1 second that this you had, and you shouldn't say that three-lettered word, had the ting, and was in front of this you, bruv. Do not tell me he was in front. Did he kill him?
No.
What?
No. 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 He did not do any of that. They built it up like he was going to. And this, I'm going to spoil it for you now. I'm going to spoil it. Spoil
it away, because that's already done peed me off, bro.
Let me tell you the last scenes. These are the last scenes, and I'm so fuming. So, boom. Like, there's a scene where Steph's looking in the mirror, and it looks like he's playing drill. It looks like he's gassing himself up to go lick off Sonny's head, innit? You get me? So then the next scene you see, Sonny's walking through the park. You see in the daytime, broad daytime, Sonny's walking through the park. Boom, Steph walks behind him, pulls the gun out, and pulls it to his face and goes, "How does it feel?" And then Kano's got a line where he's like, I've stopped feeling things a very long time ago. I've stopped having any kind of feelings. And he's like, "No, but how does it feel?" And then Kano goes a line, "Well, like, end of the day, your brother deserved it. I had to do what I had to." That's what he said to him. He said,
"You wouldn't even be able to finish that sentence. If that was me, bruv, you wouldn't be able to finish that sentence."
There'll be brains everywhere. Brains all on me, and I'm running away right now. There's brain matter on me, and I'm running away, Ruben. Like when you told me you deserved it, bam!
Yeah.
Your head's gone, bruv. You get me? So, yeah, bruv, man told him, look, man deserved it, kind of thing. And he goes, I had to do what I had to do. The same way right now, you have to do what you have to do.
So he's ready for it.
He's ready to get his head blown off, blood. Ready! Next thing you know, Steph pulls the gun down, says, "You know what? You're not worth it," and turns and walks off.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. So what?
Yeah. That's what happened. Steph did not blow his head off. Did not blow his head off 1 bit of an inch. Didn't blow his head off. No, you get it like he was going to be the bad man on the end. You get us, you gassed us before.
But you know what, personally, obviously, I don't like that. That's pissed me off a little bit, But I kind of get what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, like, boom, like, revenge ain't always the thing, innit? Like, sometimes it's better to just bop off from it, like, and live your life. Because it can consume you.
Yeah.
I've been there. You've probably been there as well when something's happened and you want to go and do something, and you know it's really not worth it, bro.
It's not worth it.
It's really not worth it. But it can consume you for a bit, like
it can. But they didn't. really go into how much it consumed him.
It should have been done,
they didn't. Yeah. They didn't really do it. They didn't really elaborate on how much it did consume him. They didn't do that. Yeah. They didn't do it, and that's the annoying thing. So when he's done that, that doesn't really make that much sense because you haven't built it up to where he's turmoiling and it's consuming him, and then he ain't really built that. He ain't ripped that properly. So it's just we're thinking, yeah, he's gonna blow his head off, fam. You get me? Because of the way you're kind of building it up. So when he's done that, it's like, huh? Why did it like what? Like what? Like what's going on here? So anyway, boom. Obviously, the punchline of the season is they killed off everybody.
What?
They killed off everybody. Kano's dead. Ashley Waters is dead. You know the gal Jackie's sister. She's dead.
So why have they done that?
Because they're trying to end it. But I don't
understand why they've tried to. Well, if you was going to end it, you would make sure that you've ended it all properly, though, right?
My personal thing, what I think they should have done, is because both basically.
But do you actually know that these people are actually dead, or are they going to do an EastEnders type shit?
No. Bruv, the last scene of Top Boy is Kano's in the. So I remember this is the Sunny scene. So after the scene with Steph, you see Kano in the whip now. He's got the bricks.
You keep saying Kano. That's not his name, isn't it? What's his name? Sonny.
Sonny. For the people them that don't know, they're the young one that might try.
It's not even just that. Is the Americans and that they don't know he's Kano. They know him as Sonny, innit?
They know him as Sonny, innit? Alright. So Sonny's in the car, innit? Now, boom. He just comes in the car. He's got the bricks. Do you get me? Which is what he was after, which is the food. He's sitting in the car now. Next thing you know, bam! His head just gets blown off.
What's the club?
Head blown off. Head on the steering wheel, blood, everything. He said, blood, head gone. It's done. It's done. It's finished. We don't even know who shot him.
Why would you end it like that, though?
These times, Asher D's dead. He killed Asher D. I mean, he killed, what's his name in the thing? The Shame. That's it, The Shame. Now, I'm calling them all their artist names. That's how I know them, innit? Like, you get me? I know them by the artist name and that. You get me? But freaking, yeah, Sonny, he killed, The Shame.
Wow. Killed him. And then even in the scene where need to watch it, but this just sounds mental, bro.
Bro, but it's not. Do you know what it is? They just ripped it shit. All they wanted to concentrate on, because what I've realised of it, is obviously, remember Drake? Drake liked Top Boy, and Drake's the reason why Top Boy came back. We all know that, innit? Like, the reason why Top Boy came back is because Drake loved it. Rare. Alright, cool. What I feel they've done with this season is just that they over-exaggerated the man-dem thing. You see, like just the whole lingo and the way that we talk, because obviously what I've noticed, there's a trend now in America where Americans are torching our lingo and latching onto English culture.
Let's rephrase that. They're trying to use our lingo. I've watched two videos on TikTok where they try and do it and they use it in such the wrong context, and we have to just laugh.
You see what I'm saying? So off the back of that energy that you're talking about, where they're trying to take our lingo and it's kind of popped off, I feel like in this one, they try to over-exaggerate all of that. Like, don't get me wrong. The thing about I do like about Top Boy, there's a lot of standout performances. There's a lot of great acting. But just because there's great acting doesn't mean to say the storyline is great. The storyline was dead, fam. The way the scene where Kano, Sonny kills the Shane, the dialogue between the two of them was it was rubbish. It was so rubbish. It wasn't like, because when you check the scene, you man have been friends for years. You lot have ran the block, done this roadman thing, and then we've ended up in a scene now where you two are against each other and you've just shot your dog. And then now, the dialogue between you two is not right. It's not proper. It's not proper dialogue. And then even when Sonny's realised that he's dead, there wasn't like a thing of of remorse or anything like that. And people be like, oh, but that's Sonny. Like, I'm like, nah. The thing about the Sonny character, there is a human being in there with a bit of remorse. There is. And then if you look at some of the seasons going back, there was one season where one of his brethren died and he could see he was bare upset about it and it would proper hurt him. So I'm like, if you can see that side of him, in that you've seen that in other seasons, we've seen that side of man in other seasons. You've just killed your brethren.
Yeah.
There should have been more of a scene between them. There should have been more like, when he killed him, it was just like, I've killed man, get the bricks, I'm going about my business. I'm thinking, there should have been a thing of like, I can't believe I've done this.
Or not
kind
even that, just some little, like a little thing where you say like, I'm sorry it's come to just say something. Yeah, I get you.
No, the dialogue was rubbish. It was dead dialogue. So my thing is, you've built up the thing with Steph. Steph doesn't even kill him. You've done this madness where you've made him like them two kill each other.
I can't believe they just deaded off everybody and not even.
They just deaded everybody. But they deaded everybody. Like we all know that Shane's dead because he's on the floor with a bullet wound and he died. He died in the scene. Like he died. That man shot him and he died at the scene.
Did they declare him dead at the scene?
Bruv, he was dead, fam. Because what it was is there was he's climbed over a gate. As he's climbed over the gate, Sonny shot him. So he shot him in his stomach as he's climbed over the gate. So he's dropped over the gate. Obviously, he can't run no more. So he's just there holding his stomach, going, oh man, like knowing that he's gonna die.
That don't mean nothing.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He's gonna die. You can just pass out from losing the blood.
So that's where
he could still be alive.
Alright, for real. They could build it up from there. They could do maybe a mad thing and say that after Kano left, the ambulance found him on the floor. He was barely
not
just
even.
alive.
They could just bring him back and then he could just tell the story and say, "Well, I've woke up in the hospital or something." You know, like
they could do that. Kano, now we know he's dead. He got his head blown off, bruv. Like if his head was on the steering wheel, it was you know when it was and the thing's going off. Like there's no coming back for my guy. No coming back for my guy. But I feel like the way they should have ended it, one of them should have died and one of them should have lived. That's what I feel they should have done.
Or maybe they just don't want to do any acting anymore, yeah? And maybe they're just trying to make way for the new young generation to come in and take over. They could write this whole thing about now it becomes a big war of who's going to take over the ends and...
Maybe, but everyone's dead, fam. The only person that's still alive,
there's always one of them little runners, bruv. Listen,
the runners.
When the runners, realise that, hold on, our man's getting too old for this. This is when they start thinking that they're big and bad, bruv. So it'll be the little one that you don't even recognise. He's just in the background once or twice, and he's now going to come up as the top boy.
The main guy. Yeah. Maybe. They need to do a new season. I feel like, because bare people, that the thing is, bare people on Twitter are complaining of how rubbish they ended it. Bare people. So I feel like, this is what I think. Here's my conspiracy theory on this whole Top Boy thing. I feel like maybe there's something happened where the man then maybe wanted to continue it, but maybe they didn't want it. That maybe there wasn't funding or people didn't want to continue it. So what they did is they purposely made it rubbish, so people would be screaming that it was rubbish, for them now to maybe shoot a new Top Boy later on down the line, maybe
or maybe to go independent and do it separately.
Maybe to do it separately, because it wasn't right. And I see a tweet where Asher D was saying that he wished the storyline was written by a black person, because he goes, the storyline was written by some like middle class white man, innit? Like, so his thing is like he wished the story had come from a black person, but nevertheless, obviously he's happy that it's what's I'm gonna call it, it's come to fruition and we're being able to do this. But one thing I will say, remember I was talking about stand-up performances. I got give a big shout out to Nole.
Yeah.
The rapper Nole. Her performance in it was excellent. And you gotta remember, she's not an actor. She's a rapper. This is her first proper acting parts.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then basically what I've kind of from what I've known is that her part was only meant to be a small part from the last season, but I think she's pushed to no, let me have more of a say. Let me have more input in my character in this season. Her performance was excellent, bruv. It was excellent. Like, I was really impressed by her character and her stand-up performance. So kudos to her. Which now leads on to the next thing I wanted to talk about, which is we got a new thing here where I'm going to do something like the comment of the week, the tweet of the week, and the donut of the week. So this leads, this leads, my G. This leads. So the first thing I'm gonna do, there's is I'd say the comment of the week,
Mm-hmm.
The comment of the week is that, and this is linked together with the tweet of the week. You see that obviously Nole, we all know Nole's got lyrical beef with what's her name, Trillery.
Yeah.
I remember we talked about
for a while, yeah.
Yeah, that's together. But you know what Trillery's done? Trillery's tweeted, there should be a Top Girl show. And if there is, I want in. That's what she's tweeted. So that's my tweet of the week.
I do agree with that.
Course.
I do agree, but that could be the whole thing with Top Boy. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're ending it, and it's going to be called Ends or something. You know, like because realistically, Top Boy is rubbish because there's always women behind all of these things.
Things. But don't you see what I've
obviously
just said?
I see the smoke. Yeah.
So my thing is, what's I'm gonna call it? Her comment is like, you're watching Nole too much. Obviously, Nole's your lyrical rival. You've watched Top Boy and thought, there needs to be a top girl and I want to be in it. And it just kind of goes to prove that you watch Nole too much and you kind of want to be like Nole. But you know what? Remember I said to you, I said the comment of the week and I said the tweet of the week. So I've given you the tweet of the week, which was her saying there should be a top girl, which you agree with. So that's good. So then the comment of the week, which was under the actual thing where she tweeted. Yeah. Someone put, and if there's a scene in Top Boy, where basically Sonny's talking to Jackie, and then basically there's beef between him and Jackie in it. Yeah, and Jackie's like, look, please, just give me a pass. And then Kano's like, listen, he looks at her and he goes, nah, don't beg. That's disgusting. The person commented underneath her tweet of there should be a top girl, don't beg. That's disgusting, which is the same line from Top Boy that Kano said, yeah? The brother got over 3,000 likes on that comment. Over 3,000 likes. So imagine this bare comment, yeah? And some of the comments have got 12 likes, 10 likes. This brother had 3,000 likes. I was cracking up, bruv. So it's like, you're watching Nole, yeah? Boom, you've said there needs to be a top girl, which there maybe should be, yeah? And then someone's counter-tweeted that and said, don't beg, it's disgusting. Because it is. You're watching Nole too much. Low it, bro. Like, we get it. She's your rival. Now how could you see Nole acting? You want to act now. Why weren't you acting before? Why weren't you in the show before? Like, yeah, bruv. So that's the whole thing of the comment of the week, the tweet of the week. And remember I said there's going to be the donut of the week?
Yeah, what's the donut?
I think I've already just said who the donut of the week is. I think we will know who it is. You get me? I think we will know. I've just talked about it. You get me? So yeah, I think she's the donut of the week. You shouldn't have tweeted that because you just look jealous. You look like you're jealous. You look like you really want to be Nole. You just, you know what I mean? Like it's long. And the worst thing about it,
can I just say something? Can I put my donut of the week out?
Go on. Where's your donut of the week?
My donut of the week, the month, and possibly the year. Rishi Sunak. I hope you get run over by a train or something, mate. I'm joking.
All I'm going to say to you is right now when you talk, tread very carefully.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, he's my forever donut, mate, because all of this ULEZ situation is driving me insane, mate.
Oh, is this to do with the driving thing, yeah?
Yeah, man, it just drives me mad.
What's that, the clean air thing?
Yeah.
See, this is where we're going to like, not fall out, but we're gonna have a bit of a debate.
America, they still got plastic straws. The country's a million times bigger than us, babes. Yeah, our little London, stopping cars from coming into our little London ain't gonna help the environment, babes. Yeah.
I agree, but then I don't agree, and I'll tell you why I don't agree.
But my main thing is, this is straight after COVID. Bear in mind, That's companies that take concrete and all of that. So all the big lorries, they have to pay £12.50 a day. Yeah? Think about that as a company. When you're just about making bread right now, yeah? Then you've got all of the older people that can't afford new cars, that can't afford all of this. And they need that car to get to their appointments. They need that car to get that little bread and milk. Do you know what I mean? They can't afford £12.50 on top of going to get their bread and milk.
I hear that. Like, do you know what it is? This is the problem, yeah? The problem is that, obviously, back in the day, yeah, because this is my politic head on now, yeah, is that I think it was the Labour government that was encouraging bare people to get diesel cars, innit?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? So everyone's got diesel cars now. Where diesel cars are not good for the air, and they want to now suddenly be like, oh my gosh, the air is so bad out here, which it is. The air is bad. Do you get me? They want to suddenly start clamping down. So my thing with that, what you said about the people that can't afford to buy new cars, the government should be providing schemes for people that do have diesel whips to be able to trade in their diesel cars to be able to get electric cars or cars that are much more healthy.
They're literally offering $2,000.
That's not good enough.
I know it's not.
And that's the problem. It's not that. $2,000. That's banger money. Remember back in the day, you buy a banger for 2 bags, like 2 bags, you get yourself a little jalopy and that. Do you get me? So I'm like, that's not buying you a car. That's like you're buying the petrol tank. That's all that's buying you, the tank. Like $2 grand. Like,
oh yeah, this whole ULEZ situation is just a jar.
Do you get what I'm saying? But from my perspective though, as someone who has asthma,
I have asthma too, babes. I live in Central. Yeah, trust me, the pollution here is disgusting, and I get it. But
there you go.
Doing this straight after COVID, when everybody's on their ass, cost of living's through the roof, I just think you're taking the piss.
No, they are. They definitely are taking the PISS. I just feel like if you're going to bring these kind of laws, you have to facilitate people to be able to change over to the green environment. That's my thing. You can't be saying, these are the rules we're putting in for you guys, for you to make your cars greener. When we know it was the government that told us 20 years ago, buy diesel whips.
It weren't even 20 years ago. My dad's bought a car in 2015, yeah? And he was pushed into buying a diesel car.
See, there you go. They wanted people to buy diesels. So now my point is, you want people to buy diesel whips, yeah? And then now they're saying, oh, yeah, the air's terrible, blah, 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 blah. So whose fault is that? That's not our fault. You told us to buy these cars. You man's fault. Because you man tell us to buy cars. We buy these cars. Oh, those cars are obsolete now. We need these cars. And if you use those cars, we're going to penalise you. Like, bro, like, seriously. So I get it.
But yeah, anyway, let's sidetrack from that because that just winds me up.
Yeah.
But on a brighter note, what's good in the hood?
What's good in the hood? I'll tell you what's good in the hood.
What?
Freaking my jam I got back with Stormzy.
I know. Listen, I was one of those people that was really stalking the Instagram posts and the TikTok posts, yeah. And I was like,
to see if they were
oh my God, that's the same fucking ceiling. What is going on here? Yeah. And then all of a sudden all these videos started popping up going, look, it's the same backgrounds and all of this. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not crazy.
You're not crazy. Do you know what? I am happy they are back together.
But we had this conversation, and I don't know if it's on one that we've recorded and not released or it's been released, but we had this, and me and Jem are both fans of them two back together, and
we're fans of love, real love. That's what we're fans is. We're fans of real love. Do you get me? One of them ones there.
I'm so glad that they're back together.
Do you know why I'm glad, yeah? Because it just goes to show if two people really love each other, they're gonna find each other again. Because my thing is as well, I see some people like they're like, oh, my man's simping. Like, how can you go back there? Like, she had the American guy.
Well, listen, what they need to understand, and I think this is what a lot of people don't know, yeah. And I've actually seen it in an interview with him, yeah. Everyone used to go, oh, she's with Stormzy for the money and all of this, yeah. And he did a thing and said, listen, she's been bad from what day, yeah. He's like, she used to get up, go to work, do a thing, you know what I'm saying? And I would still be in that same room, bunning zoots, not doing nothing, being a waste man, yeah? And then she would come back and I'd still be, probably ain't even showered, stinking, and she's still coming back, making sure that I'm cool and ordering foods because she don't even know if I've got £2 in my pocket. Like, but she's been grinding from day. She don't need my money, like.
No, it's not, that's the thing. One thing I can say about Maya Jama, she's been grinding from day. She did her hustle. So it's not, she's not with him for the money, innit? I know, like it sounds like people, like, to me that just sounds like hating talk. Innit?
Oh yeah, of course it is. You know but I think people didn't really know about her until Stormzy was big. Yeah. And that's the problem. And that wasn't fair. And I think it's a great thing that they went apart, grew, and realised that their hearts belong together.
Their hearts belong together, innit? Like, you know us cancers, we like all these we like all this love stuff. We love all the happy endings. We love all that. You know we do. So like, yeah, man.
You sound like a proper old man then.
Yeah, I know I did, innit? I did. But yeah, we love them things because I just think to myself, when you love someone, yeah, and you are meant to be together, it doesn't matter where you go, who you're with, like you could be with someone else. Like that it's not gonna be right because your heart really belongs to someone else. Yeah. And you have unfinished business in it. So even the way, like, you see the picture where they've come out here and he's holding her hand and that, I just looked at that and thought, look at that glare in man's eyes. That's a man that, I got my woman back. I got my prize back. This is who I wanted to be with. Doesn't matter who's been with her before.
Apparently, his mum's the one that ended up getting involved or something.
Yeah, because think about it. Her mum knows what's good for her son. And at the end of the day, as a woman, another woman can look at a man and say, That man really loved that
Listen,
woman.
if it was my son would have got cough up the back of his head 25 million times. I'd be like, how you let her go? You done messed up, boy. I'd have rinsed him every day. I didn't even business if there would have been another girl. I'd have been like, nah, you fucked up.
You fucked up. Like, that girl, that new girl you got, she's not compared to the girl.
Yeah. I'd make it known. Sorry, babes, you're still not good enough.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them ones there. Like, I was just like, boom. Like, you make sure that you get back together, innit? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'd be if it was my son. I'd be like, make sure you go get that woman back, you know? Make sure you do the thing you're supposed to do, you know? That was a bad one, you know? She was proper, you know? Do you get me? So now, seeing them back together, man, I'm bare happy for that, man. Do you get me? Like, it just shows that true love will always exist. And then all the people that are trying to, like, hate on it, and why is he back with her? She's only with him for this. And
mind your own business. That's what I say.
Mind your business, bitch. Mind your business, bruv. Like, so what if he's like I see a couple of men saying he's simping, and I'm like, why is he simping? Like, why is he simping? If you're someone that you love, yeah, doesn't matter where they go or who they're with, you will come back together. It's not about simping. It's about who's gonna hold you down and who you love.
Listen, it doesn't matter about what anybody else says. Fuck them. That's what. Sorry, I keep swearing. I gotta stop swearing. But honestly,
you gotta stop swearing.
You just gotta just leave them to it. Like, everybody has an opinion the same way everybody has an arsehole. Yeah, like,
this is it.
Seriously, shit comes out of both. Like, it's ridiculous. Like,
opinions like arseholes, everybody's gone.
And Stormzy,
big you up, man.
Big up, bruv. Go do the damn thing, yeah? Like,
and you know why it's a big thing as well? Let me tell you why it's a big thing as well, yeah? In this day and age of dating and options and internet that are corrupting women and corrupting men, and making people think they've got options and rare. Because I see a couple tweets and a couple things about
options,
these things.
You know.
Pardon? What he say? You say you got options.
I said some of us do have options, you know.
Yeah, that's you. Hear me? You got options like the chocolate, the chocolate, ain't it? Is it the milk chocolate or the chocolate they make? Hot chocolate.
Know. Come like a celebration tonight here, bro.
Yeah, like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I'm joking.
No, but like, we're in a day and age of options, people cheating, people just replacing people not connecting properly. I personally feel, as much as what we're doing...
Now, I feel because of the internet, everybody believes that there's something greener on the other side.
On the other side. Exactly, because of the internet. Like, man, them open up their thing, there's a bag of chicks on their feed, like big batty gal, BBLs. Same with chicks, they open up their feed, there's bare man in their inboxes. You get me? If it's not dick pics, it's invitations to come for dinner and all of this. You get me? So there's always options for everybody because of social media. So in an age where I feel like the dating game is messed up, it's totally messed up because of social media. Yeah, for something like that to happen, that's old school. That's old school morals. Like, you break up, you go and do something, and then you come back together. That's old school morals, old school values. Do you get what I'm saying? We were meant to be together. I like those kind of things. In an age where there's none of that going on, it's all just crazy.
What's that tune? And we belong together. It just
That's it. Do you know what song I was thinking? I was thinking, who do you love? Are you sure?
You can't sing anymore. We get copyrighted.
I know. We'll get copyrighted. I was thinking that, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Who do you love? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. So now I'm going back there, innit? You get me?
So listen, I'm gonna stop you there, and I'm gonna do a couple things right now, and I'm gonna get your brain going.
I
got 4 little brain teasers for you. Let's see how much your brain's working right now. Yeah, you've had a little 40 minutes or whatever it has been. Yeah. So let's see how good your brain will work. And you lot try write it in the comments. Yeah. So number 1, you ready?
God. Yeah, I'm God.
Deep breaths.
Woosa. Let me see what my brain is doing right now.
You ready now?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
What can you hold without using your hands?
What can you hold without using...
Bear silence! What can you hold without using your hands? Come on, Jem. Boom. We got a countdown, you know.
What can I hold without using my hands?
You sound so baffled. What's running through your head right now? Come on.
I don't know. I feel like Beavis and Butthead right now. I know, dude. That's how I feel right now. That's what's going on in my brain right now.
Do you want me to tell you? Are you ready?
Yeah, just tell me. I'm done.
Your breath. I gave you a clue as well.
I would never have got that. Right, that was an impossible one to do. Give me another one, man. You said you got 4. Give me another one.
How do oceans greet each other?
Oceans, as in water?
You
kiss the beach.
How do oceans greet each other?
Oceans greet?
Yeah.
As in say hello? Where the hell are you getting this stuff from? What do you mean? How does the ocean... I don't know.
They wave.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Give me another one.
All right, ready? What starts with P and ends in E and has thousands of letters?
Starts in P and ends in E. And has loads of letters in it.
Thousands of letters in it.
So it starts with P and ends with E.
What starts with P and ends with an E and has thousands of letters?
Something to do with post. Is it something to do with post?
Post office.
Is it the post office?
Yeah, post office.
So I got that one right then?
Near enough, yeah.
Yeah, I got one right.
Right, this one's a really easy one, right? Are you ready? Last one, easy one. You got to get this one. Come on. Ready?
I got one.
Yeah. Come on, let's make it 2. Ready? What gets wet when drying?
Towel.
Yay!
Come on.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
The other 2 had me, bro. I was the cheat. I mean, I know, you know. I know, Benjamin. I don't know. Those 2, the first 2 were good though. They were like metaphors. They were like rap bar metaphors. Do you get me? Like, they were good. Because I would never have got them. But the other 2, yeah. The other one, I really had to think in it. I was like, think, bro.
Right, like, on the next subject, I really want to give a big, massive shout out to everybody that was involved in the Sidemen charity match. Everybody that donated and that, they raised over £2 million.
Let's go with that one. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate that.
Raised over £2 million. Gobsmacked. Before they even kicked off the match, it was at like 900,000 something.
Wow, that's
mental.
That's what we're talking about, man. I see H perform. Did you see that?
Yeah. I was there. We was there. It was nice. I actually had to go inside. We was in the part where the sun was blazing.
Is it? Yeah, I get that time.
Listen, everybody was hot like fire. Yeah. I got more of a tan sitting there for that match than what I'm probably gonna get in a couple of weeks when I leave for Turkey. I'm telling you.
I go on holiday, innit, man? You go on holiday, yeah. Lucky for some, bruv.
But I tell you what, when Ethan scored the first goal, the crowd went bananas, bruv. Because Ethan's a West Ham fan as well, innit? Okay. And obviously it was at West Ham ground, yeah. So when he scored, when he scored the first goal, the whole stadium went roaring, bruv. It was crazy. We did a Mexican wave. It went round about 6 times. I don't know how it continued to keep going round.
No, that's dope, bro.
It was nuts, yeah. We just kept going. It was such a vibe. It was really, really good. But when Speed didn't score against KSI, that was hilarious, bro.
Was that like a penalty or something?
Yeah. So he's been talking smack about, he's going to score bare against him. He's been talking a whole load of smack speed,
Bear Grease, yeah.
Yeah, so then when he missed it. And at one point, KSI was in the middle of the pitch, bruv, and it was an open goal, and he still missed.
He missed an open goal? What?
The crowd was cracking up. Like, it was so loud. It was so loud. But big shouts to Manny, Toby's brother Manny, yeah? He got a hat-trick.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he got a hat-trick, yeah.
Okay, well done to him. I sound like I'm going to go watch this match, man, because I know it's probably going to be in a YouTube somewhere.
Yeah. They streamed live as well, so, but they dimmed that down the background, but yeah, they streamed it. It was a really good match. Best match I've watched in a long time, honestly. It was just constant. Yeah, listen, you see, it was 2-2 at half time, yeah?
Look at that, 4 goals already in an England game. It was only 1-1.
Yeah, 2-2 at half time, yeah? So it was Ethan, Chris MD, Simon and Chunks, yeah? They scored in the first half. When they come back in the second half, within the first 5 minutes, yeah, Manny scored 2 goals.
Wow.
Manny scored 2 goals in the second half, bro.
It was on like that, yeah. Say no more. Oh, man, I'm actually upset, man. I would have liked to have gone to that game, or I should at least watched it.
But do you know what, yeah? It was really good for my boys, because as you know, my boys are autistic. And obviously there's like this big running joke about Harry being autistic, Harry from the Sidemen, yeah? Road to Shore, whatever his name is, yeah? When he scored, yeah? You see the roar. I've never heard a roar like it. The crowd, yeah? Like, everyone was stamping their feet, screaming for Harry when he scored. Like,
that's good.
Do you know what? You know when something actually chokes you up?
Yeah, of course, because obviously there's the connection what you just said in it. So it's just like and your son seeing
and my son was jumping up and down, clapping, going,
yeah, of course.
I was just like, do you know what? Yeah, like it was such a special moment, honestly. It really was. No, it was a lovely day. It really was a lovely day.
No, that sounds like. It just sounds like the one, bro. Like, see, like when you take your kids out and it's just a great day, and obviously you got those moments there where like the kids can connect with what's going on out there. And as a parent, these are the things.
But you know what? They've come so far. Like, big up the Sidemen, honestly. They have come so far, yeah. And I really noticed that I'm a little bit of a YouTube nerd, because there was a dad sat in front of me with 3 boys, right? He didn't have a clue who not one of these people was on this pitch, and I'm like. Go on, Toby! Oh my God, it's Chunks, man! Like, I'm shouting, like as you would at the telly, yeah? Like, I'm going, oh, what's he doing? And this guy kept looking around at me, and he's going to them, who scored? Like, he looked so confused, bruv. And I thought, I was sitting there. He just wanted to come football. Yeah, it was like, it's all right, babe, I'll take him, don't worry. Like, he's thinking, you can have a couple of beers and watch the football, like, but he had no clue who any of these people was, yeah? And he kept looking back at me, like, really confused.
He's like, don't worry, love, I'll take him.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't got a clue who any of these geezers are.
Yeah, listen, it was like Speed, before the match started, he come running up and he did the soo, yeah? And fucking... We was all like, speed, and then everyone starts chanting, yeah, as he was running over to do it, right? And he was just like, who? And I was just like, no, this is too funny. And I think it was like just after, a little bit after the second half, yeah, and I was screaming and whatever else, and but I kind of went a bit quiet, and I thought, right, like, am I really? I looked and I said to my son, I was like, is this all right that I know everybody? Like, is this normal? Like, should I shut up? You know, like, I was really confused. But, like, I've watched them since, like, before they was in the Sidemen house, you know? Like, I've been watching them for years. And I didn't realise how long it's actually been. But I have been watching them for years, like, from when, like, KSI was in his bedroom and shit, you know, like...
So them man started from the bedroom to where they're now in a big stadium. You see the grind and the grizzle, like, out here, people, if you just apply yourself. Do you get me? So... No, I rate their thing, man. And obviously, where you've seen their growth, you've seen it from the beginning to the end. You know what I mean? Like, it's just inspiration for all of us, isn't it? Like, look, You can make something from nothing, innit? So that's
but you could hear all of the kids screaming for Mr. Beast. And Jaden was like, oh my God, Mr. Beast, look, he's just there. It's Mr. Beast. And I was just like, yeah, I know. He's like, yeah, but it's Mr. Beast.
You know what I'm saying? These men are famous now. Like, they got, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Beast is like the most famous person on YouTube. Like, he was gobsmacked that he was like right in front of him.
See it there? He's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, yeah, man. Like, man, rate these things, like, get me. But big up Sidemen, big up the match, big up the charity thing, get me. Big up your little ones and that they enjoyed it. You get what I mean? Big up the whole experience, innit, man? We love to hear these positive stories, innit? You get me? So we're gonna go from positive to negative right now.
Oh, for God's sake!
Have you seen the video? Yeah, on YouTube of like, I think there's like 10 men in the video, yeah, and they're talking about their relationships, innit? And in the video, yeah, there's 10 men, yeah, and only one of the men is with their baby mothers. And have you seen the controversy about this? Have you seen this?
No, I've not seen it.
You ain't seen it? Basically, there's a video on a certain Instagram page. I'm not going to say the name in case YouTube tries to chat, whatever. But there's a video, yeah, and there's like man them in it. They're all in the video, innit? And they're all talking about their baby mothers and the reasons why they're not with their baby mothers, innit? One man saying, look, boom, the girl that I had a baby with, I was never with her, so it just looks like he just a little quick thing and then she's got pregnant. Another man just said, nah, he's not with her. Like, there was only one man in the video, yeah, that said, look, I'm with my baby mother. And then another guy, like, and the guy that said it, I think you'll probably fancy him as well. Yeah. The guy that said it, he's like, so what? Let me get this straight, yeah? What? There's 10 men in the video, yeah? And none of you man are with your baby mother except for one guy over there. Like, we need to do better, man, them. Like that's peak. That's not a good look, like. And he's just like, and basically saying is that the youths of today are tapped because mum and dad are not together. Do you get what I'm saying? And I looked at that and I was like, I agree with what my man's saying, innit? So my thing is, obviously there's bare controversy, bare people are doing comments, and it's like, women are blaming men are blaming women, men are blaming women, women are blaming men for all these breakdowns, innit? So my thing to you is, what do you think about what I've just said? What's your take on that?
Well, for starters, I don't think people are tapped because the parents ain't together. I think that's just a fucking excuse.
You think so?
Yeah. Most of this is the government crap where things have changed and now it's like coming when the lights are dark. No, now it's like everyone's on Instagram, Snapchat. Like there's just, they haven't grown. They don't know life, you know, like, and there's a lot less discipline now as well.
There is 100% much less discipline. Brother, if I touch my youth or anyone, brother, and I just give her a little tap, she goes to the feds, I can get done.
Yeah.
I can get done. But extorting discipline on my child.
Listen, there's some video on TikTok, yeah, and the youth's like, hold my jacket to his dad. Hold my jacket. Or take my jacket, whatever they say. You would have got your teeth put down your throat at that point, yeah? And then he throws the jacket at the dad, yeah? And then taps him in the face. Pussy, yo. Touch whose face when?
But you see the point with that. You see what you just said. Discipline. Like, obviously you're not actually going to.
It's all of this crap where they keep teaching these people to do this soft parenting.
Yeah, you think I don't know about soft parenting? You think I don't know about how?
Yeah, like just allow it. I don't think you can't blame it on. You can't blame it on parents not being together. Yeah, because if the dad is in the life, cool. But like, do you know what I mean? You don't have to be together. But there is a lot of these men them that don't want to be in their kids' lives. They just toddle off onto the next, yeah? And vice versa. I know a couple man them that are single dads, you know what I'm saying? So like it's not about them being together. I think that's a joke. But like shit happens. Some people come in your life for a season and a reason, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear that. I just feel like when I sat there and I saw the situation, yeah, and I looked at that, and obviously I'm seeing there's 10 men in the room, yeah, and only one of them is in a committed relationship with his baby mother, yeah. Obviously, it does highlight, especially in the black community, yeah, that boom, there are a lot of men out here that are not with their partners, and they're not in long-term relationships, or not there raising the child in a two-parent home. So my thing to that is that, as much as we can blame men, because yeah, there are a lot of men out here that just go around sleeping with women.
Listen, it's not just men though. It's not just men, because some of these chicks are damn ass crazy, bruv.
And I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, listen, it's not just the men. Hell no. Some of these chicks are crazy as hell. And I wouldn't want any person, man or woman, to stay in a crazy ass relationship with a crazy ass person, period.
And I totally agree with that. Do you know what I'm saying? But what I do realize is a lot of women out here that are just nuts, bro. They're like, everyone blames the men in it. Because think about it, you watch the video and it's just men sitting down saying, we're not with our baby mother. So,
yeah, but you don't know the reason.
No, some of them are giving the reasons, innit? They're not really going into it, but a couple of men are giving their reasons. But my point is that we just can't blame the men. There has to be a certain accountability from women. And I remember I said this to you before. I said women's kryptonite is accountability. That is their biggest kryptonite in the whole thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Men have suffered from it as well, but I think men are more like... No.
You're going by your own standards. You can't do that. You're going by your own standards. You can't do that.
And I know it is as well. It's not only just my standards. It's the people that are around me. All the men that I know around me are very accountable for the mistakes that they make, the mistakes they make with women, the stuff that they've done wrong.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. But that's another conversation.
I know you don't agree with that, but trust me, I'm saying the men that are around me.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that either.
What?
Some of the men that are around you don't take accountability for their actions.
No, they do. Mm-mm. Trust me, they do. They do. Give me an example. I
can't give you an example on here, but when we finish the podcast, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, give me an example. Trust me, all the men I know around me are accountable, especially when it comes to women. They're accountable for their own kind of stuff. Do you get me? They are very accountable. Do you get what I'm saying? So my thing is, I feel that women are not accountable for the things that they do, the mistakes they do. Like, for example, you might know this man on the road, he ain't shit, but you still end up sleeping with him and having a baby by him. So whose fault is that? Is that the man's fault, or is that your fault for like knowing the man that he is, but you still opened your legs to do what you needed to do?
That's me.
Now, pardon? Is it?
That's me. That is me. You're talking about my baby father. Are you taking the piss for? See, me and my baby father, I don't business. I talk about this all day long, yeah. Me and my baby father, I hated his guts, yeah. Anyone I tell you, this pussy could not come in the same room as me, yeah. I was like, who you looking at? Don't look at me. Like, I've known him since we were young, yeah. Like, I hated this dude, bruv. And he didn't have he had the reputation as like a bad boy, yeah. But he also had that reputation of being a DICK head, yeah? Like, he was, do you know what I'm saying? So, like, I was on that smoke back then. Like, you can't look at me. And then something happened. I can't even go into that situation of what happened, yeah? And he was, like, stepped up and was like, you all right? Like, and somehow we started talking, and then he come to talk to me about his brother, and then it was all a madness, and then he just never left my house.
One of them ones there, yeah. But that's my point, innit? I wasn't referring to you, so don't.
No. I'm just saying. I know you wasn't actually referring to me, but you was like that. That's my story, bruv. That's what happened.
And I'm saying that's a lot. You see your story. That's a lot of women's story. You know this brother ain't shit. So now when later on down the line he's moving mad and you ain't getting child support or he's not doing what he's supposed to do, why are you complaining? You have to be accountable for the decision you made that time 100%. To get with that man.
My baby father don't pay. And I just get it. Do what you're doing, innit? Stay over in that corner with your little sympathy posts and all of that bullshit. Because it don't bother me. It don't affect me. It don't affect you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're cool. They can talk to him whenever they want to talk to him. But he doesn't put in no effort.
But the difference is, you don't complain about it.
No, what's the point in complaining? And I agree with you there. What is the point in complaining? Honestly, what is the point? Even like you can sit here and go, oh, he ain't shit, or he don't give the. But what is that doing for you? Because all you're doing is you're taking on that stress. You're then projecting that stress onto the pitney them. And then they start to feel some type like I don't like. There's hella things I could say about my baby father.
But you don't.
And but I don't. And this is the same situation. Like, there's bare times. The kids I've never wanted to talk to him. And I'm like, come on, you got to chat to him. Say hello, do this. Like,
you got to do this.
Yeah, because you know what? I never spoke to my dad for a long time, yeah? And then he got sick. And then me and my dad sat down and chopped it up. And then we were in a better place now. And I pray for that with them as well. I pray that one day they'll be able to chop it up. There's no explanation for what he's done. Like, he might have 101 excuses,
But you need closure in these situations.
But that's for them, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully they'll get that when they're old enough, you know what I'm saying? When they're old enough to deal with it, cool. And this is something that you parents need to understand, men or women, vice versa, whatever your situation is, yeah? Like, just do you. Don't let that stress you out, man. Seriously, it's pointless.
That's the thing. Women will complain. I've seen it. Women complaining because when I'm looking at the comments.
Yeah, but then so does this. Yeah, but this is the same as men. Yeah, saying like, "Rah, boom." I see a thing about men complaining about school uniforms. Yeah, rah. She's asking man for extra money, and I've been giving her 2 bills a month. Well, what do you expect, bro? Like,
do you know what it was? Do you know what the tweet was? Yeah. The tweet was, there was another tweet that adhered to that, and it was from Young Spray. He's got his podcast. Big up my guy, innit? He's got one of the funniest podcasts out here, like that. Still, so big him up. But yeah, he's tweeted, yeah, all you women that have not bought your school uniforms, yeah, but you bought your festival tickets early though, didn't you? So he's tweeted that, innit, saying that you girls got your festival tickets early though, innit, but you ain't got your school uniforms yet. And obviously that triggered bare women, fam. Yeah, women are triggered. And then that just goes to show me that he's right. Barry, you not gonna wait to go festivals and freaking
but then if I'm looking after the kids there 70-80% of the time, yeah, what, I can't go festival?
Nah, that's not what he does. I don't think the text was the tweet was inclined like that.
Yeah, but are you helping with the is like he's tweeting this? Is he helping with the uniforms, bro?
I don't know. Who knows?
But this is what I'm saying, yeah. These guys say, all right, I'm giving them £200 a month, and then it's time for school uniform. School uniform's expensive, you know.
Yeah, of course, school uniform's definitely expensive.
So say your child's expenses are £200 a month. What? And then I've got to pay like £300-400 for the school uniform, and you're not going to help towards that as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and you want to sit there and moan about, she's asking for help with the school uniform. What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, that's dead. That's like, she went school uniform.
Trainers alone for one of my sons is like £120-140, bro.
I know, bro. I remember we went to go buy my daughter's blazer. It was peas, bro. It was like about £80 for a blazer. I'm like, for a blazer. Do you get me? So no, I get it. Don't get me wrong, but this women that don't have their priorities in order. So as much as you're saying like,
you're very anti-women in this conversation.
No, I'm not anti-women. What I'm trying to say is that women are not accountable.
Yeah, but nor are men. You're doing this thing again where you're separating the sexes, blood.
Trying to separate them. I'm debating here, innit? I'm more on the thing of like, when I'm around women are not accountable. They're not, and the narrative has been pushed over the years. Be single. You don't need a man. You can do it yourself. You can get your career. These things are being pushed in the media. So women are acting like this now, but they don't need man. They don't need this. And then they're complaining about how men are doing this. And it's like, nah.
Do you know what?
There's a lot of stuff that
I need to say right now?
Go on.
I think we need to end that segment, yeah, with my quote of the week.
Go on, end it with a quote of the week. Go on.
Do you know what we need to do? Because you're going to get people riled up right now. Right?
I don't business,
and the quote of the week, my quote of the week fits in perfectly with everything we've been saying, yeah? And bear in mind, I've not told you what it is, right?
Yeah.
And the conversation from beginning to now, this quote is perfect. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Go on.
Life is like riding a bike. To keep balance, you must keep on moving.
I agree.
Do you know who said that?
I agree. Who said that?
Albert Einstein.
There you go. What a great quote. Great quote. You know when you said it and it's taking a bit of time to just sink in and I'm like, no, that's a great quote. It's the truth. You got to keep going.
Keep on moving. On a bright note, we're coming to the end of Ross Clark episode 5, people.
I know. You know what? I was getting into it with that one there, you know. I could see you was like, no, you're hating women. I'm like, no, it's not that. I just feel women are not accountable.
Yeah, but nor are men. It's the same both ways, and you can't just keep pinning it on one sex, bro.
I feel men are more accountable. I feel they're more accountable.
You're missing. You are done lost your marbles to pussy.
That's just my opinion. I think men are more accountable than women. I think and you know why I say that? The only reason I say that is because men are not logical, innit? Men think with logic, women think with emotion.
Stop hating on us women, bro.
I'm not hating. You lot lead with emotion.
Hey, ladies. So many haters.
It's the truth, bro.
Listen, you lot just can't handle that we are the boss.
Nah.
We are the boss.
Any situation.
Forget the man them.
Any situation with a woman that turns mad, yeah. 9 times out of 10, she was leading with her emotions. Her emotions took over how I feel now.
Listen, do you know what, yeah? Ladies, he's single, yeah? I know he might sound like he's hating on you right now, but he is single. He's Cancerian. He is a good guy, really. You get me? Like, and I'm sure you can change his mind, yeah? But we're gonna stop the hating, babes. We're gonna stop the hating. Come on, bro. But listen, just to give you like a little sidebar, yeah? We're gonna be releasing the I'm swearing way too much. He's got me hyped. Look. We're going to be releasing a music podcast real soon. So make sure your eyes are peeled for that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the music one. You know, we're music people, innit? So I'm looking forward to doing that one still, man. Like, so yeah, man, make sure people you locked into the music one, man. You get me? But you see Jem starts getting a bit hyped, innit? Like, it's not even like I'm hyped. I'm just like...
He's going to try and go back to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to say...
Yeah, I'm not.
We're going to say that's the cut for episode 5 of Mumz.
Yeah, Mumz the word.
Yeah.
You're gonna sound us out. You're gonna sound our co-host. I introduced. Is it time for you to sound us out, Maggie?
I like it when you do it. No, I'm joking.
Since you said it so centrally and nicely, I'm gonna do it.
I'm not.
I like the way you said that. That was nice. That was nice and central. That was nice and central. And I like the way you do it. Okay, what's up? Anyway, people, we're out right now, yeah? You get me? Mum's the Word, episode 5. You get me? Make sure you stay locked in with the family. Visually, we're going to be going visual very, very soon. Look out for the visuals. You get me? You can see what a man really looks like. But then again, all you got to do is go on my page, innit? The link's in the Instagram. You see it there, Gemstar Jizzy. If you want to see what I look like, go in there, have a look at me and see what I go on, innit? Remember, man, single and that, you get me? But anyway, man, blessings. Mum's the bomber clock word.
Mumz.
Podcast. Mum.